That combination of first-hand evidence and advocacy was really the core of our contribution to Burma's struggle over all these years.
So after these 60 years, dramatic change has taken place.
In November last year, Burma had the first credible elections in 20 years, and those elections were overwhelmingly won by Aung San Suu Kyi and her party, the National League for Democracy. The military are still there, but they're no longer the dominant player.
Element that is for the change to take place is the personality of Aung San Suu Kyi herself.
If I ask myself, can I imagine seeing a day when Aung San Suu Kyi is no longer under house arrest and actually is running the government? There were times certainly when it was hard to imagine that. I think the biggest change for ordinary people is that there is a much lesser degree of fear. People no longer need to be as afraid as they were about speaking out, about having protests. 5 years ago, those sort of things were almost inconceivable, and now they're part of everyday life.
Christian Solidarity Worldwide plays a really important role in being an advocate for the people of Burma, for the pro-democracy movement in Burma.
I admire them for their courage and their daring to stand, especially for those who are voiceless.
The expert information, the on-the-ground information that CSW provides people like myself as a Member of Parliament is really, really key.
I think we did help to shine a light and to bring these issues further up the international agenda that ultimately was part of what led to the change we've seen.
Burma over the last few decades has been subject to military rule.
The dictatorship reduced our country into one of the poorest in the world.
The education system has broken down somewhat. People have no freedom at all.
Any position in the army or any position high authority they would give to the Burmese and the Buddhists, and so the other Christians, the other ethnic groups have been discriminated for these past years. One wish that I would be that Myanmar is a rainbow nation, and so we should have a unity in diversity, accepting the difference, religion, accepting each other, not discriminating because of beliefs or because of the color or because of the ethnicity.
So I think building peace in the country, both in the ethnic states and promoting freedom of religion or belief and interreligious harmony should be priorities.
From having spoken to so many people that have had a terrible last few decades, many of them having spent up to 14 years in prison, it's their hope, it's their optimism. It was the people of Burma that I found most rewarding, most beautiful in my trip there, as beautiful as the country as a whole is. And it's their optimism that I can see some real hope for the future. I think they call it the land of smiles, and that it certainly is.